You compare yourself. You open your phone. You look around you. And without even realizing it, you compare yourself. You see other people's lives, their announcements, their achievements, their big news, a wedding, a degree, a trip, a house, a baby, a project that works, a promotion. And with every image, with every post, something tightens inside you. You feel out of sync. Not necessarily failing, just misaligned. As if everything is moving somewhere else, and you are walking to a different rhythm. You observe, you listen, and quietly, a feeling settles in. Subtle at first, then persistent. The feeling of being behind. And a question comes back, again, always. Where am I? You don't ask this out of jealousy or bitterness. You ask it because you're human, because you hope, because you wait, because you work, because you're doing your best. But when that question comes back too often, it wears you down. It makes you feel like you're running without moving, like others understood something that you didn't. That feeling doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from comparison, from constant exposure to other people's lives, to their highlights, to their straight lines. But what you're looking at is only a fragment, a chosen moment, a specific angle. You never see a whole story, only what someone decides to show. So let me tell you something, calmly. You're comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20, and you forget one essential thing. You're not at the same place in the story. You're looking at a finished passage from a season of your life that isn't finished yet. And of course, the contrast hurts, because you don't see everything. You don't see the sleepless nights, the failures, the fears, the moments they wanted to give up, the closed doors, the forced detours. You don't see those years when nothing seemed to happen on the outside, but everything was being built on the inside. You only see the display window, the result, the light, the moment where everything looks smooth. But a display window is never the workshop. You are still in the workshop. And that's not a failure. It's a phase. There are slow chapters, silent chapters, chapters where it feels like nothing is happening. Yet those are often the ones that transform you the most, because they force you to reflect, to wait, to rebuild your foundations. Not everything is built at the same speed. Some things take time because they are meant to last. And you are building a life, stability, an identity, inner peace. These are deep structures, and what is deep is never built in a rush. Sometimes for you, it takes longer, and sometimes for someone else, it moves faster. But time is not a measure of worth. Time is not a punishment. Not a delay, not a verdict. Time is not a race. It's a winding path, personal, and above all, not meant to be compared. The problem isn't your pace. The problem is the external pressure that makes you believe there's one universal right timing. There isn't. There is your timing, shaped by your story, your experiences, your struggles, your responsibilities, your priorities. Some people move fast because their road is clear. Others move slowly because they carry more. And carrying more is not a weakness. It's often a sign of depth. Some people arrive quickly and collapse just as fast. Others take a long time and stand for a long time. Strength takes time. You are not slow. You are not late. You are deep. You've gained substance. And what is deep doesn't show immediately. You are not behind. You are transforming. And transformation can be frightening, because you don't see the result yet, because you doubt, because you move forward without certainty. While you thought you were stuck, you were learning who you are, how to choose better, what you no longer want, and that no shortcut can give you. There are moments when you do everything right and nothing moves. No immediate results. No recognition. That's where many people quit. But that's also where the most important things happen. Those seasons are uncomfortable, but they are necessary, because they build an inner strength that doesn't depend on other people's approval. Some seeds take a long time to break through the soil, and it's not because they're dead. It's because they're working deep underground. The time you take today will protect you tomorrow. It will spare you rushed mistakes, choices made out of fear, lives built to impress instead of lives truly lived. One day, without warning, you'll look back and see how far you've come. Not someone else's path, yours. And you'll understand that what you called being late was actually preparation. So keep going. Even when you doubt, even when you're tired, even when you compare, even when you feel alone. Keep going, every day, even slowly, without being hard on yourself, without constantly comparing, without believing you arrived too late. You arrived differently, and sometimes that's exactly what was needed. Patience. Resilience, maturity. Don't give up. One day, someone will look at you and compare themselves to you, and you won't even know they're comparing their chapter 3 to your chapter 20. So be gentle with yourself. Respect your pace. Respect your path. Respect your time. You didn't miss anything. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be to become the person you are in the process of becoming. Keep going. Again. Even today. What is solid is not noticed right away, but it lasts. And what lasts always took its time. Well, if these messages speak to you, subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. A new video is waiting for you every week. Eve.